The truth is, in the aftermath of Ferguson and what happened in New York, you've seen a pretty constructive debate, a pretty constructive conversation.
Ebony and ivory.
Burn it, bitch, down! Give it down! Give it down! Burn it, bitch, down! Burn it, bitch, down! Burn it, bitch, down!
I don't feel safe around the cops. I mean, it's just not the protesters that's the problem, it's the cops.
Don't even talk about Michael Brown. Talk about what led to Michael Brown. Tell us as a nation what happens when festering rage in a community then begins to ignite and then begins to consume not only that community, but the people around the nation who are empathetic.
Really, it's a disconcerting feeling waking up in a country, and a lot of black folks are waking up this way this morning, feeling like maybe your life does not matter as much as someone else's.
Mike Brown! Mike Brown!
All summer long, you've had African-American unarmed men who have been killed all summer.
You're that distrusting of the police here, right?
Yeah. Ferguson, Missouri is not the Congo. It is not China. It is not Russia. We can do better.
Who do we want? Damn Wilson! How do we want it? Damn! Who do we want? Damn Wilson! How do we want it? Damn!
It feels like we've given license that when a person is intimidated by a black person in this country, you can pull out your gun and shoot them, and that's very disconcerting.
They want you to be destructive so they can avoid the solutions. We've got to solve the problem, and we've got to make the criminal justice system work for people like Michael Brown. Otherwise, we're not the country that we claim to be.
I wanted the people of Ferguson to know that I personally understood that mistrust. I wanted them to know that while so much else may be uncertain, this Attorney General and this Department of Justice stands with the people of Ferguson.
Black lives matter! Be uncomfortable! Be uncomfortable! Be uncomfortable! We here!
What if, Robert, a student asks, why did police shoot Michael Brown? How does the teacher respond?
I do not think that you should be killed in this country because allegedly you steal some cigarillos. Something smells bad in Ferguson. It's not just tear gas.
What are we gonna do to get just because you see the whole Ferguson is up in uproar, the whole city in an uproar?
At times we too have failed to live up to our ideals. In a summer marked by instability in the Middle East and Eastern Europe, I know the world also took notice of the small American city of Ferguson, Missouri, where a young man was killed and a community was divided. So yes, we have our own racial and ethnic tensions.
Does the information that came out from police change anything in your mind?
No.
We are not looters, we're liberators. We're not burners, we're builders.
In an effort to prevent another outbreak of violence, community organizers in Ferguson have presented what they call rules of engagement to police and prosecutors. They're asking for police to avoid wearing specialized riot gear. They also want police to be more tolerant of what they call minor law breakings.
White supremacist anger and fear of black bodies becomes codified such that people say, oh yeah, that's a reasonable response.
Good talk, son.
Talk, Dad.